Hello, we are Dr. Charlie Breyer-Meyer from Germany, Dr. Danilo Casasola from Italy, and me, Dr. Rocío Rovira from Spain, members of the new Our Spine Yacht Club. Welcome to the Expert Insight series, where we interview worldwide expert spine surgeons who generously share their professional and personal experience with us. In this interview, we are honored to be joined by Dr. Teresa Hermida, Bachelor of Medicine from the University of Valencia, where she currently serves as a professor. She is the head of the spine unit within the Department of Orthopedic Surgery and Traumatology at La Fe University Hospital, and a researcher at La Fe Health Research Institute. Her extensive professional career includes her professional experience at Hershey Medical School in Pennsylvania and Rush Medical Hospital in Chicago, United States.
Throughout her career, Dr. Bass has been involved in medical research, and she has published numerous articles in scientific journals. She is member of the Executive Committee of the Scoliosis Research Society in the US, and she was the first woman to serve as president of the GEER Scientific Society, that's the Spanish group of spine diseases, between 2021 and 23. Specializing in pediatric deformities, she's one of the internationally renowned surgeons in this field. Good evening, Dr. Bass, and thank you very much for accepting our invitation. How are you today? Let's start our interview with the first few questions. Before beginning, could you tell us your full name, your specialty, and your full current position, please?
Well, my name is Teresa Bass. I specialize in spinal surgery, and my current position is a chief of adult and children spine deformity at the Hospital Universitario and Politécnico La Fe in Valencia, Spain.
Could you share a little bit about your roots? What's your hometown, where you're from?
Okay, I am from Valencia. Valencia is in the east of Spain, near the beach, and I grew up here, I study here, and I like very much Valencia. I feel I belong to Valencia, really, and I enjoy to work here too.
Does this also mean that you had your full training in Valencia or near Valencia, your residency?
Yes, I made my medical training in Universidad of Valencia, and I made my residency in the Hospital Universitario La Fe in Valencia too. But do you know, I made my training too in another place, like in the States. I tried to go to Germany too, to England, to Italy. Every place I can learn something, I go there.
Thanks.
Could you share how you start in spine surgery? Why did you choose this field, and what do you think are the pros and cons of becoming a spine surgeon?
I started liking spine surgeon really during my residency, because I made the residency in orthopedics and traumatology. And then my father is a spinal surgeon, and I like very much the complex pathology, the anatomy, and I enjoy when the patient has a hump and they take out, and you know, I like these patients, and I enjoy the ability we can restore his function for accidents, fractures, and all these kind of things, and really that likes me very much, and that is the thing I put in pros of choose spinal deformity. But otherwise, the contra or the disadvantage to be a spinal surgeon is really a very demanding specialty. You need to have a high level of skills, and another thing is a long term of to be a very good spinal surgeon. You need time and you need to do a lot of surgery to learn a lot of from the books and the anatomy, really. I think the disadvantage is the time, but really it's very nice surgery.
High specialty. And thinking about your professional journey, who inspired you the most to become the surgeon you are now, and why?
As I told you before, you know, I think I have two mentors, really. One is my father. He enjoyed spinal surgery, and I grew up with him, going to the hospital, going to see patients. I like how my father have a dedication to the patient care, the compassion, the empathy. And my other mentors are Dr. DeWall at the Russ Medical School with Dr. Hammenberg. Really, they teach me a lot of skills, a lot of complex case, and I really enjoy the medicine and to learn to be competitive and to be better what I am doing. Really, I grew up in the United States to be a good surgeon too.
Now that you mentioned the United States, what do you think are the main differences between the training there and here, and what would you think are pros and cons between the two?
The nice things or the best thing in the States are really the complex case they have, really. Really very well organized. They have a lot of arms to develop yourself. They have a lot of helping people, and your mind is in surgery, really. And really, there is a lot of competition between the training people. All the people want to be in the States and very demanding. But I think it's the place I learn more in 1 year than 5 years in Spain, really. But the other thing I like from Spain is not it's a public system. We have a really holistic approach to care the patient. We do because we like what we are doing, and we are not thinking in earn more money. And really the collaboration between the team is better because the people is not thinking to be best than the other one because you are going to get your place. You know, I think is better collaboration between the people. But anyway, the two things are the perfect.
Okay, so every professional has that one memorable case. Could you share a bit about yours and the lessons you learned?
Oh, that's a very nice question. I can tell you two memorable cases. One is the first time a young girl has severe scoliosis, and I remember I have a really very complex surgery, and when I finished the surgery, the grandmother told me, Teresa, thank you very much. I want to kiss your hands, really. I feel really very comfortable and very, embarrassing for the situation. And the other memorable case I remember is a young guy who has a spinal fracture with incomplete paraplegia, and I went to the hospital in the afternoon. We do the surgery, and I remember when he started walking, I feel that I am so I made something for to restore his function, and really I feel very, very comfortable and proud of my job, really.
Thank you for for sharing those memories with us. Very, very impressive. We wanted to ask you, because you're also a faculty member of the AO Spine, whether it's important for a spine surgeon to be part of such academic communities like AO Spine, next to all the important clinical work that you're doing at the same time, and in which way AO Spine maybe influenced your career.
I really, for me, to be a part of AO Spine is very important. Very important for education. I learned a lot of things when I start working or to be part of AO Spine. They allow me the opportunity, because you don't say before, but I be late AO Spine chairman in Spain. I be a member of the AO board in the European AO Spine, and really I learned how important is teach, how important is sharing ideas with the colleagues, and how you can contribute to advance in spine deformity treatment and spine trauma treatment, and how to involve all the people to be together, to learn together, and to share experience, to share your family and everything. And really, I think it's very important to be part of AO Spine in my career. They help me very much.
Thanks.
Thank you for us share of these tools, because it lets us sharing all this knowledge. So it's really useful for our education also. So let's continue.
As you are a very recognized leader in spine surgery, you are involved both in research and teaching, for example, at the AO Spine. Is there one of two that you prefer, that you like most?
I think to be a spinal surgeon, you need to be, of course, surgeon, but I think it's important to try to teach, and then you can be a mentor of someone. You can help people to learn how to do the things. And for me, the teaching is very important in my career. I am a professor at the university too, and now in Scoliosis Research Society, in every place they call me, I go to teach my knowledge. But really, the research gives me the opportunity to learn in other people how I can think, or how can I improve the care of my patients. Now I'm involving in research of epigenetic in scoliosis, and I like if I can improve, or if I can make personal treatment in every patient with deformity, and that is my more satisfaction work right now. And really, I have a good research team with me, and really I learn a lot with them. And I think the conclusion is, to be a good surgeon, you need to be involved in the three important areas: teaching, surgery, and research.
Very true.
So in relation with that, what is the achievement you are most proud of? If you can say one.
I am very proud to be president of the Spanish Society, because really I am a woman. I feel very, very proud to be the first woman, and because I think we are right and we are there. And I like every time I saw a woman in a good position in the Scoliosis Research Society, in the European, in every place. I really feel very proud of how our life changed since the last time, really. And that is one of my prouds. And really, to be the first resident with my sister, Paloma, in orthopedics in Hospital Universitari La Fe, I feel very proud too.
So the next question, if you could turn back time, what advice will you give to the young yourself?
I will advise my younger to prioritize your self-care, very important. Maintain healthy work and balance the work and your personal life. I think that is the worst thing I do, because nobody tell me, but I think it's very important to be balanced. And really, I will emphasize the importance of looking the support of your person who stay with you and a mentorship. And please define your priorities. You need to know what is your priority: to be the best, to be the best surgeon, to be the best speaker people, the best teaching, the best research. But please make a table with your priorities.
That is a very good advice for us, I think. As you're talking as a female surgeon, and we've talked a little bit about that, do you think spine surgery is harder for women to approach as a professional career? And what advice would you give to young female professionals like us?
The first question, I think, no, it's not hard for us. I think we are, the woman spine surgery is very clever people, and really is not difficult. But really, I think we have some advice to give to female, because it's difficult sometimes to be in the male community. And the first thing I would like to say is believe in yourself, because sometimes the woman don't believe in ourselves. The first advice. Second, as I told you before, look for a good mentor and a good person to stay with you. Don't be afraid of yourself. You can do it. Please believe you can do it, and embrace your strengths and cultivate your relationship, and never allow anyone to define your work or capacity. That's very important. And remember that diversity, the diversity of the medicine with women enrich the patient care and make our profession straight. Okay, that is my advice.
We really need Dena. I think we are young, but we feel more or less this war before. So we are grateful for these words. So to end, let's engage in a quick game in which we ask a question and you reply with a quick and fast answer. Apart from Spain, which country would you choose to practice in? For example, Germany or Italy.
Do you know? I like, as do you say, Spain. I like very much Germany too. I spent there 3 months with Professor Hams in 1995, and really, they are very good surgeons. And I can tell you that in Italy is wonderful country too. I have a lot of friends. I am very friend of Balsano. I am very friend of Gasparini, of Pedro Berjano. And I really, from each people, I pick up some things. Do you know? When we speak about diversity, it's not only necessary diversity, woman, men, everything. Is the diversity you learn when you go to Germany, to Italy, to France, and I can work in every place. I feel recognized. At the first, you thought because you are woman, you are not capable to do the things the other are best than you. But I can work in every place. If I recommend the young person to training, every place in Europe, every place in Canada, every place in the States, really. The place you feel comfortable, and the best thing is to go away of your uh, comfort area of work to look how the other people is doing the things.
Now, a little bit of a difficult question. If you were not a spine surgeon, what other profession would you maybe pursue?
Sorry, I don't understand your question.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you didn't become a spine surgeon, what other job would you maybe have done?
I'm sorry. I never thought to be other thing. No, I think some people ask me this question, and I only imagine myself to be doctor and to be a spinal surgeon. Really, I can't think Teresa is doing another thing. Impossible.
That's really cool.
What is your favorite book or movie after a long day in the OR?
Do you know that is funny, but I like all the films of Bond 007. I enjoy this film, do you know, because it's very active, the finish is okay, and I don't need to think nothing. I love this film, a lot of action, and I like to be action at this time.
Great choice. Can you maybe describe yourself in one word?
Bomber.
In one word.
I'm sorry?
Can you describe yourself in just one word?
In one word, passion. Passion to be a spinal surgeon.
What are your future hopes and goals in spinal surgery? What do you want to achieve in the future even more?
Do you know, I think you are lucky, the young surgeons, because I think do you have the opportunity to have mentors, and you can move from one area to the other. I think the hope is all the countries can share together all of our experience, and the woman we can have a real in the top position in the spinal surgery teams. And my hopes is to help to personalize the surgery for everyone, to be more precise in spinal surgery, to help the people to recover, and we can allow to work. And for this, we need a lot of research, and perhaps we can cooperate with the patient to be more more empathize with the illness, to understand what is the process to have a illness, and we need to understand and to work with psychologists. And do you have all this opportunity? We can help the people to be better.
What do you prefer, mountain or seaside? Sailing or skiing?
Sailing. I prefer sailing. Of course, I enjoy the sailing much more. I like to swim. I like sailing and to, how do you say in English? Snorkel. I love snorkel.
Let Charlie do the last question.
Yeah, as I am not from Spain, I have a rather important question to both of you. Which one to prefer, Paella with seafood or with meat?
That is a very good question. I prefer the meat paella. I think it's much better. The rice is always better with meat, but I agree with you that the fish paella looks nicer, but it's not as good as meat paella.
Thanks for your advice.
When do you come to Valencia, you call me, okay? And I can show you the best paella.
We should do that for sure.
Okay, wherever do you want, you are welcome to Valencia. I can share with both of you my hospital, my case, my knowledge, and our paella, because I don't know very well to do the paella, but I can invite you to take a paella.
So thank you so much for joining us today. We are sorry because the last college can't join us, but you are a sort of inspiration for us and a motivation to continue. So thank you for the participation also in the name of all the our Spine Jazz Club community. Has been a true privilege for us. Thank you, Dr. Abbas.
Thank you so much for your valuable time.
I want to say bye-bye and thank you. And don't forget passion for spine surgery, okay?